Hi babies, welcome back to Monday's episode where we are going to be talking about 5 reasons why you should be having louder sex. Do you ever mute yourself during self-pleasure? Or have you ever been worried about how much noise you're making while having sex? In this video, I am going to tell you exactly why you shouldn't be afraid to express yourself and how it can actually make your orgasm stronger. So if this is something you are worried about or are currently or have struggled with in the past, then let's get started with our number 1 reason on why you should be vocalizing and expressing your beautiful self during sex. So our genitals need a really good blood flow. That we know for sure. This is so that we can experience that heightened state of arousal, so everything can blossom and grow and become engorged, if you know what I mean. And when we open our mouths to moan or scream or give some kind of sound, we are obviously taking more oxygen into our body and filling these lungs. So taking in more oxygen is actually increasing our arousal, putting us more present in our bodies and circulating that sexual energy. So this is gonna heighten and increase our sexual experience. And obviously we want that. So the more oxygen that we're taking in, the longer we can stay aroused for. The second one that I want to talk about is how much of a turn on it is to hear your partner moan or give you some sort of feedback. There is nothing that stimulates my ears more than hearing how much pleasure my partner is in, especially when you yourself are helping them feel that way. It's like that gold star. Number 2 segues us right into number 3 with communication. After all, we always say it, communication equals lubrication. Good sex equals communication. A really great way to communicate is actually with our body language. That sheet grab, those toes curling, that back arching, those butt cheeks clenching. However, not everybody can pick up on those simple body language cues. They can either be wrapped up in their own pleasure or just not be perceptive to what's going on in the room, which leads us to other issues later on. However, I think we all can agree on the strongest way to communicate is actually with our voice. This is a way that we can express our wants, our needs, and our desires to our partner, giving them that vital information to let them know that what they are doing feels good, or maybe something we need less of, or just straight up how enjoyable these things are. Plus, when your communication is really good, it enhances your dirty talk. And dirty talk is a really good way of spicing things up and getting things a little bit more kinky and also getting what you want. But before we get into the last 3, I want to take a second to talk about a company that I have teamed up with, and that is Wisp. This tiny bottle is filled with magic and goodness. But you might be asking, oh, what the heck is in this bottle? And I'm here to tell you it is topical Viagra meant for vulvas. 1 pump of OMG on your clitoris and your labia is gonna drive that blood flow right to your vulva, making everything engorged and extra sensitive. So if you take a little bit longer to become aroused, and maybe you struggle with lubrication, not being able to orgasm and get over that edge, pain at the onset of sex, or are just wanting to increase your sensitivity and your arousal, then the OMG cream is definitely meant for you, and I'm a huge advocate. In my last video, I talked a little bit about my personal experience with the OMG cream and how it actually helped me overcome that orgasm block. So if you want to know a little bit more about that, you can head to last Thursday's episode. One of the best things that sets the OMG cream aside from all the other ones is that there actually is peppermint in it, which is a natural stimulant, driving more blood flow and increasing those sensations just a little bit extra to help you get over that hurdle. Wisp allows you to connect with a doctor online today, filling your prescription for a same-day pickup or free shipping, making it fast, easy, and accessible. What more could you want? Since I talked so highly about the orgasm gap and how we're trying to close it, I figured that this cream would be a really great way to help you guys out. But you know, I wouldn't leave you hanging without a discount code. So when you hit the link below, don't forget to enter in the code Miranda15 to unlock 15% off your purchase today. It's time that you vocalize and start saying, oh my God, over and over and over again. I can't wait for you to climax with that oh my God cream. So diving back in, I wanted to address men. Men, speak up. Lots and lots and lots of women have told me that they wish their male partners had talked more, that they communicated more, that they did more dirty talk, more affirmations, or just simply more noise. So just as you guys want us to make noise, we also want to hear it from you, boo. Personally, for me, I think one of the most beneficial reasons on why you should be making noise is that it actually relaxes the vaginal muscles. When we express ourselves and we lubricate those vocal cords, we're not just tapping in and using our diaphragm and our lungs. We're also using our pelvic floor muscles. So talking a little bit more, moaning more, taking those deep breaths is gonna help engage your vagina just a little bit more. Now finally, last but not least, you do not have to make noise if you don't want to. Perhaps you feel really uncomfortable with making sound and you actually experience pleasurable sex being mute. That's totally fine. Sex can be amazing and silent too. The main thing is that you let yourself be who you feel comfortable with being. You stay true to yourself and to your own body. Plus, when you feel uncomfortable doing something, oftentimes our partner is gonna know that. So if you're normally mute and you're wanting to increase the amount of sound that you want to give, start with doing it in a solo session. Start with dirty talking to yourself in the mirror, saying those things you want the confidence to say, and build from the ground up. But make sure it's something that you want to do, not something that your partner is forcing you to do. The most important thing is that you still are communicating outside of the bedroom about the bedroom. As long as you know your nonverbal cues and your partner also knows them and you guys are on the same page, the mute sex can still be good. However, I do hope that this encourages you to step out of the box just a little bit and express yourself and make a little bit more sound. And yeah, sometimes funny things slide out because sex can be really funny, and it's important that we keep things light and we acknowledge that stuff. It doesn't need to be so serious. It's playtime. Enjoy yourself. All right, babies. I will see you on Thursday for another episode. Cheers.